Hey guys, what's up? My name is Bethany and you're watching a 5-minute review, and today's review is on Alejandro's Lie by Bob van Laerhoven. So I was contacted over Twitter with an offer for a free ebook in exchange for an honest review, and having read work by this author before, last year I was offered the opportunity to read Return to Hiroshima by the same author through Blackthorn Book Tours, so I already knew the quality of this was going to be high. So I just jumped in at the chance. I thought it was an excellent opportunity. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and make sure and give this video a wee thumbs up. I make content like this all the time. Mostly. I'm trying to. Alejandro's Lie follows Alejandro on his release from prison. So Alejandro, at the beginning of the revolution, used to be a guitarist in a sort of a folk, for a folk singer that used to do protest songs a lot. And when the government took over on the move to this new sort of regime, the folk singer that he played guitar for was executed and Alejandro was thrown in prison, and in prison it dramatically changed who he was as a person. And this book sort of follows the aftermath of that as he finds himself released from prison and then back in this sort of insurrection, but he finds himself in it sort of unwillingly. He sort of just falls into the role and he's not entirely committed to it. The history, the backstory of the entire regime, I thought that was amazingly done. It was brilliant. It was very detailed, and I thought it was quite a realistic portrayal of a country under that sort of duress. Van Laerhoven has this amazing way of creating like a really evocative, rich atmosphere, and this was no disappointment. This was exactly the same. It takes place in this tiny little town that's set in the sort of the shadow of the Andes, and it was just so realistic and so vivid that I was like, yeah, I'm there, I know where I am, I'm good. What I really wanted to talk about in this book were the characters, and I'll try and make this as spoiler-free as possible, but there are 3 characters in particular that I really enjoyed the portrayal of. So you have Alejandro himself. And Alejandro is a coward, and that's where he starts, and that's also kind of where he finishes, and he doesn't really have any sort of development on that aspect of him. And I thought that was really interesting because for once it allowed the other characters to develop as well, and you got to see this amazing development of these other characters, while Alejandro is staying true to the sort of personality that he developed while in prison, and maintained that personality throughout. And then you have Beatriz. The treatment of Beatriz in the book was very stereotypical of female characters, as in I felt that she was only there kind of to be a tragedy for the main character. The treatment of her would then spur him on to become a better person, but then this amazing thing happens at the end where she changes instead of him. There's an event that happens and her development just skyrockets. It was just a fantastic sort of development for her, and I really, really enjoyed that. And the final character that I really want to mention was Kurt, so Captain Astes. So he sort of plays a dual role. There's sort of 2 characters associated with him. You have the captain and then you have Kurt himself. His final decision was absolutely mind-blowing. It was absolutely mind-blowing. I couldn't express how absolutely he had the chance for redemption and he didn't take it, and it was incredible. It was incredible. I'd highly recommend it if you're into like sort of historical fiction. Bob van Laerhoven's work is very gritty, very down to earth, and very gory. He doesn't shy away from any of the details. If you're kind of faint of heart, I would maybe not read this, or read it with a friend just in case. But I thought it was absolutely incredible. So if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing. You can follow constant updates on what I'm reading on my Instagram and Twitter. The links will be in the description down below. The Goodreads page and the Amazon page for Alejandro's Lie will also be in the description, and also in the description will be a link to my blog if you'd like to go and check out any of my other reviews. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!